In a world where opinions fly faster than facts, where judgment can feel like a storm cloud hanging over you, how do you rise above the noise? How do you stay true to yourself when the weight of hate tries to pull you down?
Good evening, team, and welcome back to the Finding Success podcast, the show where we dive deep into the real, the raw, and the things that truly shape us. Today we're going to be talking about something we all face, which is hate and judgment. Whether from strangers on the internet or family and friends in our circle, we all experience hate and judgment. And today we're going to give you some quick tips, some key points, how you can all deal with that. So get a pen, get a paper, and make sure you're paying attention. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow us on social media as well, Instagram, Facebook, all the links will be down below. But for now, I'm going to introduce my co-host, Alex. How are we doing, my friend?
Good, man. I'm good. How are you doing?
Good.
Be here.
Oh, it is,
recording again.
Yes, we are. We love it. It's a bit cold, but
it's a bit nippy.
We're doing all
but
right.
But it's January. Oh, it's February.
Yeah, get it right, mate. It is February.
Like it. Again, January disappeared. How quick?
Yeah.
I think I say this every month, but
we were working. Remember that?
we were working.
Remember that?
And I'm excited to be back. This week, talk to me.
Yeah, we're going to talk about hate and judgment. Now, I kind of want to unpack why people judge each other.
Mm-hmm.
I want to understand how we can how we can prepare and protect our peace. Understanding peace ourselves is quite important. We have to be a very peaceful, calm person so we can control our emotions. It's probably a lot important. It's massively important. And we're going to show you how to turn that into power as well. So it's a big thing.
Just massive.
It's a big thing.
It's massive. So, hate and judgment.
Oh yeah, okay.
You sort of you've got to understand the source. You've got to understand where it's coming from, because a lot of I think we can also miss. I'm gonna calm myself down. I got so excited I was going to go off on a tangent there forever. Understanding the source. So a lot of people spread their hate or reject hate, emit hate from their own insecurities, their own. It's their own insecurities. They're just projecting out into the world. So sometimes they're aimed at you, but it's just aimed at the world. They just want to just rage, anger, quit, and go at people. It's like you wouldn't believe. I think there's been examples like this in my life all the time. People that know they're not maybe that good at work. They're not the most efficient at their job. They're not the most. They're just not great. So they'll like to try and pick on someone being messy, for example.
Yeah.
And he's so messy, he's terrible at his job because he's so horrific and messy, just makes a mess everywhere, he's untidy, he's just causing chaos. And actually it's him realising, maybe I'm a bit behind on my work and I need to do a better job, my quality's not quite up there, all that sort of stuff. It's
a reflection of their struggles, isn't it?
Absolutely. They're literally just struggling themselves and they're just trying to pin it on you and trying to make themselves feel better because they get a little bump from that. They get a little high from that little just hate thrown at you. And it's not good for them. It's not good for you. It's not good for anybody. No,
it's not. But like you said, I think for me, it's personally that they're trying to take everyone else's eyes off of them and project it onto you. So therefore, everyone else is looking at you. And like you said, whether it's being messy or doing something else, they're going, they're pointing out all the little niggles in you to try and take everyone else's eyes off them, which is actually their own problem, really. It's their own fault. The thing is, for us, we shouldn't take it personally.
Yeah.
Like, not everyone will understand and support you, and that's okay. You know, you've got your own struggles of what you're doing. And if someone, like you said, say if you're having a bad day, you walk into work, you're having a rough day, something's gone on at home, missus is, pissed you off or something, or the boyfriend hasn't washed up, quite common in my household. But like, something just gone wrong, and you like instantly, you're probably getting it taken out by someone. Like someone's taken out on you. Why have you bloody done that today? Why have you turned up a minute late? Why have you not made me a cup of tea? Or why are you not smiling today? Just like instantly, straight away, it's going to happen. And thing is, just don't take it personally.
No,
let it brush over your shoulder. Smile. The famous is it Madagascar? Smile and wave. the old smile and wave. You know what I mean? Just smile and wave, and you'll realise that all of their anger, their insecurities, everything they've got going on at home. If you just literally go, "Good morning, how you doing?"
Yeah, don't feed the fire.
It's all gone. Yeah, don't feed the fire. Exactly. That's great. Don't feed the fire. It's all that tension. It's gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Neutralised.
And it is it's just their opinion on that in that moment. They're probably in a really bad spot personally if they're doing this, if they're talking to someone like that. Yeah. So you just got to remember their opinions do not define your worth. So
absolutely,
just let it. And that's quite a hard thing to do. Just let it go straight over your shoulder. Yeah. Let it go straight over your head. It takes real. Like, it's a practice. It's a skill you need to practice and develop. And I'm not perfect at it. I need to work on it more and more and more because sometimes I do take things a little bit personally.
Yeah.
Like especially from friends that I quite admire or respect. It's like, oh, that hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
And honestly, sometimes it's a sign that maybe there's a little bit of truth in it, but you have to take it subjectively in a way that you've taken it on board. You go, okay, that's hurt a little bit. Not to worry about it. How can I go? Where can I go from here?
Yeah.
Let me, grow from here. How can I develop and maybe stop this in the future? Or
like you said, I think from that point of view, the first thing you can do is set boundaries. Mm-hmm. You set those boundaries around those people, whether that be on or offline. So if you're dealing with hate and judgment that's online physically, say if you're quite popular on social media, and we all know that celebrities struggle this massively. You'll always see, I don't read the comments because I'm scared of what they say, and we haven't experienced that yet. We're quite lucky, but I think one day if we continue to grow, we will experience that. Your podcast is rubbish, or someone from work having a joke and a laugh about how crap it is. The thing is, you have to distance yourself and set those boundaries so that you almost become oblivious to their insults.
Nice.
And like you said, the things that hurt sometimes may have a little bit of truth, but you reflect on those because you do that in your journal in XYZ. So set those boundaries. For instance, if your mate is telling you, that was a good episode, and you're like, actually, yeah, it was a good episode. I can be proud of that, be happy with that, and understand that. Or he could say, actually, that was quite rubbish. Can you just, maybe give you some pointers and tips? That's a good boundary. Understand that. Listen to him. A person that walks in and gives you straight negativity is probably someone that you want to stay away from. But understand who they are and set those boundaries around them, and then you can sort of go from there, really, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah. You need to limit your exposure to the toxic environments, the social medias, and the toxic people in your life. Like you were saying, that person.
Yeah. If
there's no constructive criticism there, toxic. Get out. Not listening to it. Down the stairs. Top of the stairs.
Absolutely.
Just it's like controlling your environment. When you're trying to create a good work environment around you, you need to make sure you've got the right equipment, the right atmosphere, lighting, all this sort of stuff to make you work harder. It's the same as dealing with this internal monologue that you have, because everyone speaks to themselves. Everyone.
Whether
like you have that internal voice, and sometimes that can get you. Someone can say something out here, and it will just eat you up inside. And you need to learn to control that, and basically keep your head tidy. Like control that environment. Do not let anything negative just hit you in the face. Have your defenses up. Limit that exposure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think again, like you said, with that as well, you want to limit that exposure, but also focus on yourself. We said that there is sometimes some truth into what they say. So if you have a problem with self-love, if you're not quite happy with your image or your body image or your self-image, work on that and build confidence and have self-love towards yourself. Remember that you're the person creating who you are. So everything that you do has an impact of the world, whether you think of it or not. Going to the gym has an impact on your self-worth. Doing the extra hour a day at work, whether it be at home or at your 9 to 5, has an impact on yourself. So write the goals down and actually almost have like a dream of who you want to be and truly believe that you will be that person, but also have self-love in every single step that you do. Acknowledge the wins, acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the struggles, because that is how you build self-love.
Absolutely. I love a couple of friends going through a breakup at the minute, and the goal is just focusing on self-growth, it's personal growth, and it's a fun period of time. It's hard, but it's so much fun, and you can really develop as a person. You can work on building your confidence up and getting in the gym, getting fitter, and this chasing these things, getting fitter in the gym, reading, learning more, educating yourself, just opening yourself up to the world. Even traveling just helps you learn more about the world.
Yeah.
This helps snowball your confidence, helps build your confidence over time. Just like you said, doing the extra hour at work, it just means next time someone gives you a bit of shit for not working hard, you can actually, no, I do. I work hard.
Yeah.
Like, all right, working an extra hour doesn't necessarily mean you're working hard, but if during the day you're actually getting stuff done, you're not just waffling about talking to everyone all day, you're doing your job efficiently, you're solidifying your own work. When next time someone says you're not doing that, you'll just go, yeah, right. It won't even be a thing. And I've noticed that a couple times when someone's gone for an insult and there's not even an ounce of... I'm so confident it's not true at all that it's not even an ounce. It is just funny to listen to.
But that point straight away is responding with maturity, right? You're not fueling their fire. You're going, actually, whatever you're saying is not true in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
So you either go, yeah, whatever, mate. So you kind of like silence their like angerness towards you, or just kind of like brush off shoulder and carry on during your day. Yeah. Like you almost don't have to respond. Like in some cases, you do not have to respond to anything that they're saying.
Exactly. Sometimes the response is worse.
Yeah. Feeds a fire, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Feeds a fire.
Shows a weakness.
But if you do it with grace and confidence, they're going to fold.
Respond.
Oh my God. I'd say we had a situation the other day. So I was loading a load of bricks into the car, right, to go to the tip, basically.
Okay.
And I had to park like a wheel on the walkway. And I had my hazards on. I was actually in there for no more than 2 minutes, coming out the house, putting bricks in the back of the car, and then driving to the tip. And this bloke and his missus were walking, and they couldn't walk side by side. So he lost his head. He absolutely went. He was like, "Why the fuck did you park like that? Yeah, that's a fucking stupid place to park." And my mate's just gone, "Mate, just calm down. Just calm down. What's the problem? Just calm down. There's no issue. You can still walk side by side. It's not an issue. The traffic's going past. Just calm down." And he instantly, I think he felt like an absolute idiot because he's just been told, "Calm down."
Yeah.
The best response that you could possibly ever come back with is just calm down.
Yeah.
Because what they're going to do? No. Calm down, mate. Just calm down. Calm down.
Easy boy.
And I think he was like, oh no, he's realised what he's done. Yeah. And I think his missus was like, "I told you." It was hilarious. Honestly, it was brilliant. But that simple of like the response, knowing when to respond if needed, but to know how to respond in a certain way in that moment of anger, just calm down, is probably the simplest response that we could possibly come up with. But said 1,000 words with what he did.
Yeah, but also I think body language would have come into that as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
More factors, but you're right. The initial response, because he was saying it in a calm way, so hey, calm down.
Yeah.
He's immediately de-escalating.
He's not got, hasn't got his heckles up trying to...
Yeah. Even though sometimes saying calm down is the worst thing.
Oh, 100%.
How many times have you said to someone at work, "Don't tell me to calm down"? It's like, that's gone the other way. That's not work. But
it's going to be all right, mate.
You do that with your siblings, don't you? Just calm down. It's all going to be... And that just winds them up. Maybe it's just siblings that happens to, but I'm sure everyone knows why.
Obviously speak from experience.
No.
So when we come across, like you said, hate, judgment, how do we use that? How do we change that around? What are we going to use it for? Motivation, I guess, right?
Yeah, use it as fuel, man. Let the criticism fuel your growth. Use it. It's almost psychotic.
Yeah.
But you sometimes, I've seen it in a couple of films where they'll just hear repeats in the back of their mind of what someone said. Like, "You'll never be good enough. You'll never make it." Like, is it Rocky? It says, I can't remember what the quotes are, but it's basically saying
Goggins says it all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah. In his head, he just has. This is right. Another. I've told this on the story. I've told this story on the podcast before. Michael Jackson on his Netflix documentary, The Last Dance, whatever it is.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, not that.
Starts with M.
MJ.
Yeah, it's all the same, right?
My bad. Michael Jordan, the best basketball player of all time. Controversial. Last Dance. Anyway, in one of the episodes, he's saying how he's basically in his head he's created this scenario where people have basically fucked him off and slagged him off to the media and made him the enemy.
Yeah.
So when he's stepping on the court, he's even looking the player on the court in the eyes, in his head, going, "I can't believe you just said that about my mother. You just said that about." And he's got this inner rage inside him. Uses it to fuel. Uses it to just destroy the team in that game, like absolutely fuel all of his emotions, channels it into just amazing basketball skill. And at the end of the game, forgets about it and just says to some of his teammates, "Yeah, it was a lie. They didn't say any of that.
Yeah,
I was just using it to get myself angry and wind myself up."
And in turn, get you all riled up as well.
Yeah, exactly. And you won't break down from it. You'll never, almost creating that. It'll build up calluses in your mind as well, because you're almost implementing hate on yourself. You're learning how to deal with it, learning how to use that fuel, and then dumping it completely, just going, "Yep, that's fine. I just made it up. That is a shame." But also, like, the best response is just success.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if they say you can't do anything, you're like this. If someone says you can't do something, you're like, "Watch me."
Oh, I'm awful. Do you know what? We had this conversation the other day. I want to go away skiing.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, the reason that this whole thing started is I get like an idea in my head and that's it. I'm going for it. And sometimes I pay off and sometimes I don't. The other day I text you saying, "Oh, what skiing company did you use to book your skiing holiday? Because I had an idea in my head and I'm like, right, fucking go skiing. So like now I'm balls deep into doing research into skiing and where to go and stuff, because and we went snowboarding on Monday.
Yeah, how was it?
Oh mate, it's mega. Mrs. has not touched a set of skis in 10 years.
I didn't know she was going.
I haven't been in 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So she was like proper questioning her ability and what she could do. And we got to the point where like I was almost coaxing her to get on, and she was like, I'm not doing it. I don't want to.
Was she up the top?
No, she was like at the bottom. She was like, I really don't want to do this. I really do not want to do this. Like she was almost to the point where she was trembling going up the pommel lift. Like, I haven't done this in 10 years. I don't want to do this. Aided by the bloody person behind giving her the ski saying, oh yeah, take it easy, take it nice and slowly. Fucking shut up. She can do it. I know she can. Yeah, you've got confidence in someone that can. You know they can do it. They just need that extra push.
Yeah.
But the person already questioning their ability is like, just shut up. So him saying that, obviously, I need to punch him in the face. No, I don't really. But yeah, that was like, basically, she got up, she did the first run, didn't fall over. The second run, she was like, actually, this is quite good. So it's just pushing someone over the edge. Exactly, just push someone over the edge, and then when they're there, they can do it all themselves. Like I said, building it, using the MJ, Michael Jordan mentality, building it up in yourself, but also projecting it on someone else. Projecting that anger, that projecting that you can do it, you will do it, and you will be fine. And there you go, and it does pay off.
Yeah, because she was sort of giving her own. She was judging herself and hating on herself, and not wanting to do it, even though she's perfectly capable of doing it.
Yeah,
just needed a little shake,
just to push over the edge. That's all it is.
Trusting herself.
Yeah, that's all it is, and that's what you're there for.
Yeah,
projection.
What was it? What was it like? Was it slippy there?
No, it was all right, mate. Again, it was crap snow. You know what it's like. It's
stopping on the spot.
But it's fun because you can kind of like just try new stuff, and it not really being, you don't have to fly 2 hours to go to the slope that you're just going to eat snow on. But it was good crack. We'll have to go.
Yeah, I'm keen.
Final point then. Go on.
Practicing self-care.
Yeah.
It's a good wrap up, that one, because you got to do things that make you feel good about yourself. And it's so key. And it could be hobbies, it could be well, that's all it's going to be really, because you're not going to do it at work all the time. But no. Do things that make you feel good about yourself. Go on hikes and mountain walks, and if you're into photography, take photos. If you're into anything you're into, just go and do it and just make yourself feel good. And again, it backs up that inner self-confidence. It backs up your own personal gratitude for life, and you'll just be a happier person. So when that negativity and hate does come towards you, you're just going to be able to chuck it away.
Yeah.
What are good ways to practice self-care?
Oh, mate, there is so many. I mean, for me, you can do the obvious meditation, journaling, but I think we had this conversation actually before we started with a good friend of ours, and he's going through a bit of a tough time at the moment. But sorry to use you, but we said to him, mate, use your mates.
Yeah,
that's what your mates are for. Whether it be like a close mate that you see every single day, or a mate that you absolutely used to adore but haven't necessarily seen this year, just use your mates. They're there for you for that reason. So message them saying, look, mate, what are you doing in 2 weeks' time, 2 months' time? I want to go away with you. I want to go and climb a mountain. I want to go skiing, ice skating. I want to go have some dinner, a couple of beers, just anything, but use your mates that are around you. And project your problems onto them, and I'm sure they can give you some advice. The thing is, mates are really, really important to many people. They just don't realise how important we are to each other. And if you don't have any mates, I'm sure you're part of a community that does have friends, or work that does have friends, or if you're really, really struggling, go and seek professional help. Don't be scared of it. And obviously, we're here for you as well. We are your mates. All the listeners are our mates. Sorry.
Absolutely.
But again, go and seek professional help if you're really, really struggling. But use your mates, use your friends, use your family that are around you. Meditate, and for fuck's sake, journal.
Yeah, journaling is
so important. It's so important. Go on, reel off those
7 points, whatever it was. So the beginning was understanding the source of where the hate and judgment is coming from. Is really, really important. Really helpful to work with. That's just the starting point. If you learn that, you can move on. Yeah. Never take it personally.
Yeah.
That's just rule number one. I think I just said that for the first one, didn't I?
Yeah, but that's okay.
It's the second rule number one. Don't take it personally. That's the easiest way to get down a rabbit hole and just get lost. And well, damn, I've been there. Don't do that. Set yourself boundaries. Make sure you just keep the negativity away. Understand where you're comfortable, where you're not, and just don't let anyone else through those boundaries. Be strict. Focus on self-growth.
Yeah.
Most important. That's like the most exciting bit about life, to be honest with you. If in my genuine opinion, That's amazing. Like that's the most fulfilling thing someone can do. Absolutely fantastic. Respond with maturity. Don't stoop down to their level. Don't try and meet them with don't try and fight fire with fire. It's never going to work. You're just going to get yourself in a bad way. Use it as motivation. Use the hate. Use it as you're probably leaving them behind in a way. That's how I like to see it. If you're getting hate from a certain group of people because you're doing a side hustle, you're investing all your money, you're trying to do a podcast like this, and people are giving you hate for it, it's probably because they're like, oh, he's trying to do something with his life. That's not normal. Come back and just be normal like us. Come and take your salary and do nothing with your life. Come down the pub. Come drink with us. No. You have to use as motivation that you're doing something right.
Yeah, love that.
And then obviously practice self-care. Like that's important as well. You can't miss that.
Yeah.
Simple.
And that is a wrap for today's episode, guys. If you got anything out of this, do me a favour, share it, leave a review, and follow us on social media. Your support means everything to us. It helps keep this thing going. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what is coming up next, because there are big fucking things coming. Until then, stay sharp, stay focused, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.